Okay, so I'll record the lecture. Okay, and then finally, I will do this. Okay. So once again, welcome to today's lecture is on autophagy. So what is autophagy? Now, remember that we are trying to not only lose the fat, we are trying to keep the fat off permanently. Why should we even lose fat from our body? Number one, it will decrease your chances of having high blood pressure because your heart is a certain size. It was made to pump for a person of a certain weight. And now, when you add more weight to what the heart can handle, it must need more pressure to pump for this huge human being to start with. So let's take that again. Let's say originally God intended that you're 70 kg and gave you a heart that can easily pump for a 70 kg human being. And then because of maybe childbirth, sitting to work, stress, maybe some people with wealth in the middle of poverty and you want to celebrate the wealth, whatever got you to gain weight, you now went from 70, 80 kg that you're supposed to be, 70, 80, and now you're like 90 kg, 100 kg, 115 kg. What does that mean? It means that your heart that was supposed to pump for a 70 kg or 80 kg human being is now having additional workload of like 20, 30, or 40 kg to pump for. So it needs more pressure. Number two, why is the pressure going up, the blood pressure going up? It's going up because even the arteries, the blood vessel that is supposed to pump this blood is clogged up with fat because the fat is everywhere. So because of that, the highway is not free and you're not getting adequate blood flow to the brain and other parts of the body. So pressure still increases. So when you have fat, you are at high risk for blood pressure that will never go away, except you drop the fat and open up the highway and give your heart less work. That is number one. Number two, you see, liver has so much to do with sugar metabolism and metabolism in general. It metabolizes and it's like, everything. Even paracetamol you take, it has to go to the liver to be metabolized to what the receptor sites can recognize. What am I saying? If that liver, they call it fatty liver, is choked up with fat around it, you can have what they call dysglycemia. So those people that have abdominal fat, your sugar level may not be well regulated, not to talk of the fact that the pancreas too might be choked up. Above all, the cell membrane will look fatty and toxic when we look under the microscope. So you can see. Number three, you not have energy. You not have energy because when the cell is trying to communicate and do what it's supposed to do, if it is clogged up, dirty, fatty, well, the mitochondria is tired and the protein within the cells are denatured. The cells can even die. So you have a lot of dead cells and weak cells. So anybody that is having a fatty body have more dead cells or weak cells, not necessarily dead. The cells are weak. And I'll tell you, cells make tissue, tissue make organ, then organ system and the person. So for you to have an organ, you have to have plenty cells. So if the cells are weak, why wouldn't the organ be weak? So you can now see why sometimes tiredness comes in and many other diseases just because of fat. Fat, oh, it can make you to just be tired. Like sometimes you're like, I'll wake up early tomorrow, I'll do this. And you wake up, you're like, I'm so tired. Let me sleep for 1 more hour. Why? Because of excess fat blocking everything inside your body. Another thing that fat can do, it encourages the growth of cancer. So when you're fat, your body does not have enough oxygen, it's not breathing well, so the division of cell can just go haywire. So it attracts toxin, your body is more acidic. So it can cause it is that. Now, another reason why hang on. Another this is what happens when you do it with your phone. Okay. All right. Another reason why fat needs to go is because hang on 1 second. Take cholesterol, for example. It's still bad fat. Okay, so we have good cholesterol, obviously, and we have the bad cholesterol. It causes what? Increases your risk of stroke and heart attack. And you know the meaning of stroke and heart attack. Some people end up on the wheelchair. And, I'll tell you the story of one of the most successful men I've ever seen on the move. Like, you can call him today, he's in Lagos. Or you call him the next 2 hours, he's in Abuja. Then you tell him, sir, please, next time you go to Lagos, he say he's on his way to Port Harcourt. Then you call him, sir, please, when next? He said, I'm already back. He was until the stroke entered. He wasn't sick, oh. So don't say that he was not on medication. So how does it happen that, so when you're moving like that, you're pushing the limits. You don't stop to check. Stroke might be in the pipeline. And there's some, type of fat that no matter how microscopic, no matter how tiny they are, they just clot things up and then you can cause that. So fat causes stroke, it disrupts your sleep, it makes you tired, it causes diabetes, it causes hypertension, it causes accelerated aging, it blocks your libido, it does so much things. So if we can try and get rid of fat, we will actually live longer. Now, for people that have knee problem and waist pain, knee and waist, forget about doctors that will tell you you want to do this surgery. If you finish the knee surgery and you did not lose the fat, you're still going to scatter the knee. The back, all the back problem and waist problem and everything is because too much weight is compressing the back and dragging you down, you see, etc. So that's why we need to get rid of fat. Now, on my screen here, you're going to see something called autophagy. Autophagy. So what is autophagy? We were on water fasting. And water fasting actually activates autophagy. So let me explain autophagy. What is autophagy? How does it work? Okay. Have you ever done body scrub? When you go to the spa, they remove your clothes and then you're totally naked. And then they carry this sugary or salty scrubby stuff and they scrub your skin and they say dead skin is coming out. Sometimes they use hammam brush, scrub it everywhere. When they finish scrubbing it, the spa people will tell you they're removing dead skin or dead cells. So when they finish scrubbing it, they now bath you, like pour water on you, give you a bath. And then when they put oil, you see your skin will be so clean, soft, and supple. I don't know whether you've experienced it. That is why I have to describe it as vividly as possible. So when you do that, why was then the spa people will tell you that your cream will start working, your skin will start glowing. Why? Because they've removed all the dead cells and now the cells underneath the dead cells will now jump out and go to work. So have that picture of that in your mind, okay? So what is autophagy? Autophagy is almost a similar scrub inside your body. So what is that? Naturally, because of too much fat in the body, because of stress, lack of sleep, poor eating, whatever, we have some cells that they're neither dead nor alive. They're just weak and blocking space. So your cell cannot regenerate new cells because the cells are like just blocking their way. And so autophagy says that when you do fasting, it helps those weak cells to easily die off and brand new cells will be regenerated in your body. Let me repeat. Autophagy says that whenever you do fasting, deprive yourself of food, all inside your body, that you know you cannot scrub inside. So autophagy is equivalent to scrubbing inside your body. So it will the weak and dead cells will just flush off, and then new cells will rejuvenate. Okay. A last example is, you know, children when the babies are growing and their hair, sometimes they don't grow out evenly everywhere. So grandma will say, scrape off the whole head and then everything will come out at the same time. That is autophagy. So autophagy is a process that can be activated during fasting. And it's actually the fastest way to weight loss. Fastest. So anytime, that's why we say at least once a week you do fasting. Now, there's another fasting called intermittent fasting where you eat maybe once a day. They call it OMAD. So always giving a gap of write it down, 16 to 18 hours will activate autophagy. It will open up the fat cells to burn off. Anything less than 8 hours, I'm sorry, less than 16 hours, you're not burning, your fat will not burn very well. It will not burn, period. So that is why sometimes it's good to give that long, I'm sorry, it will burn, but not as fast. I will show you another way. This is one way. So if you do 16 hours of fasting every day, let me give you an example. Let's say you eat your dinner at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know, like that. So wait, 5 to 5 is 12 hours, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. By 10 a.m., you eat again, you've done a 16-hour fast. You will activate autophagy. So autophagy is not something that you must do every single day, okay? But minimum once a week, you should touch the autophagy because it will renew your cells. So some people, when they are losing weight, they look aged and sick. So that one I call it sickness weight loss. So there's wellness weight loss and the sickness weight loss. So if somebody loses weight and they're still glowing, that is proper wellness weight loss. But if you lose weight and you're looking sick, then that is sickness weight loss. So we are doing wellness weight loss and we are incorporating autophagy. So I'm going to ask you after I'm done talking that someone should explain to me what is autophagy. So please pay proper attention. So the objective is just to explore how autophagy contributes to fat loss, number one. It actually increases your metabolism, okay? And actually effectively alleviates, helps with weight management, as I said. Autophagy will do this for you. So instead of always aging, you'll be aging backwards. You'll be losing fat. Because why? Autophagy is a process of renewing, you know, it's a cell regeneration type of cell regenerating activity. So you'll be regenerating new cells all the time when you do autophagy. Okay? So, and I've taught you how to do autophagy. I don't know what I did cancel. Hang on. Hold on. You are sharing screen. Yes, I know. All right. So So look at it. It says autophagy allows your body to break down and reuse all cell parts, blah, 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 blah. Okay. It's a natural cleaning out process that begins when your cells are stressed or deprived of nutrient. I've already explained that. The person that discovered autophagy won a Nobel Peace Prize, and that was a big deal for our industry. All right. What is the definition of autophagy? Okay, is a process by which cells break down, one, remove damage or unnecessary components of cells, including protein, organelles, and stuff. So it's a cleanup type of thing. Like I said, it's internal scrubbing. So you remove that and then you regenerate new cells, just like you do it on your skin, because your skin is also made up of cells. Autophagy comes from a Greek word, self-eating. So self-eating. So I've already explained that. And so that's why it's sometimes good for me to take time and explain. So all this textbook definition will not disturb you. So autophagy process, okay. This is the exact process how it happens. Of course, those cells that are weak or damaged are identified, they are engulfed, digested, and recycled. It looks like that. So this is how it looks like. Okay. Alrighty. Hang on one second. Okie dokie. Almost there. So why do we need to do autophagy? Number one, this is what I've been preaching all the time. Let me do it like this so you can see it. Hang on. Okay. Hold on. You see, these are your cells. Why am I? I'm so sorry for twisting back and forth. These are your cells. Your cell lead to tissues. And you can see inside the cells, there are plenty things inside the cell, right? Including the mitochondria, the nucleus, the cell membrane is around it. Plenty cells make up what? Tissues. And the tissue is what form your organ. Example of organ is your heart. This is an organ. Your heart, your kidney, your pancreas, etc. And then organ systems come together before you form a human being. So you can see cell, tissue, organ, system, and human being. So you can now see why it is important to care for the cells. And if you care for the cells, automatically you end up caring for the human being. So why autophagy? It helps with cellular repair. So it repairs damaged cells and removes weak cells. It prevents diseases like neurodegenerative diseases, cancer, infection, because it will actually boost your immune system, autophagy, okay? It helps you to live long. The less you eat, the longer you live. What is killing us is food. Unfortunately, Nigerian food tastes too damn good. Too good. So you cannot help yourself. And sir, the Oga that just joined us today, we did a lecture that shows that the average Nigerian is eating double the calories that your body requires. And what you don't burn off as a calorie stays back to burn the body and decrease longevity. We've already had that lecture. Since today is your first day. Now, number 4, we have metabolic health. So autophagy plays a role in regulating insulin sensitivity. Everybody's becoming diabetic. Everybody, I'm so sorry to say it like that. In our clinic, maybe 6 to 7 out of 10, sugar must be messed up. Why is the sugar and diabetes becoming rampant? Because of all these things that we are talking about. So autophagy can actually, when I say autophagy, just remember it means fasting. Autophagy means what? Fasting, okay? All right. Okie dokie. Okay, so when does autophagy happen? Like I said, it happens when you're exercising primarily or you decrease calories. It happens when you're exercising. Autophagy actually happens when you're sleeping because when you're sleeping, you're not eating. Anytime your cell is not seeing food, especially for a prolonged time, small autophagy can kick in. But the best one is if you go on water fasting. Stress too can actually bring a little bit of autophagy. What are the benefits? Like we said, it's cellular maintenance, enhances fat metabolism. It will help to break down fat cells and convert them to energy, supporting fat loss and metabolism. So I wanted to give you a big secret for people that are losing weight. Are you ready for it? This is the biggest secret for people that are losing weight. Did you know that when you're sitting down and your stomach feels like you're hungry, that hunger that you first feel, don't miss this. If you've missed this, in fact, it's even more important than anything I've said today. Anytime for the rest of your life that you feel that first sign of hunger, like, I just feel like eating, guess what? There are two things happening in your body. Number one is that your body is actually looking for water, not food. Because remember, you can go for 30 days on water and not die. You can go for 15 days on water and not die. You can go, I've done 13 days on water. I'm still sitting here in front of you. So that first, whenever you hear hunger, drink water. Whenever you feel hunger, is when you get that hunger, the best water to drink is actually hot water. If you have small lemon, apple cider vinegar, put it inside. The second thing that is happening in your body when you feel a hunger is that the fat is actively at that moment being broken down and about to convert for energy. So what the energy that we are using is energy from sugar and immediate food that we ate. That is circulating sugar in the body. When I say sugar, carbohydrate and all whatnot, circulating, okay? But whenever we don't use up the carbohydrates we eat, it gets stored as fat so that someday we will use it. But the truth is that we have never been hungry enough to assess all the fat that we have been storing in our body for someday to use. I don't know if you're understanding me, but if you got that, then you don't need anybody in your life to teach you anything about weight loss. It means that you're a weight loss pro. So let me just quickly recap again. Anytime you're hungry, what is happening in your body is number one, the body is calling for water. That first feeling of, oh, I feel hungry. But you know what people do? They put food, they put carbohydrates, they put what the body doesn't work. And at that time, your body is on the verge of, do I burn fat and give her this fat for energy? While your body is just trying to do that conversion, instead of you to just drink water and wait, you now go and put food inside. The minute you put food, this other mechanism, it stops and then it quickly opens its mouth and takes the food that you put. And there's a high chance that it will be more food that produces more energy that your body needs. So it continues to store it as fat. So anytime you're hungry, you're actually so just so you know that. Now, physiologic hunger is the one that you're so hungry that you're weak. You can hardly pick up your hand. You can hardly pick up your leg. Not that you're sitting in the office or wherever and you just feel something. You know that hunger sign. You say, oh, let me drink Coke or let me drink juice. Even eating apple is the wrong time to eat. So that is actually the time to drink a cup of water. If you want to speed up that fat to burn as fast as possible, drink hot water at that time. These are some top weight loss secrets that I kept in a book that I said I will share it at some future date, but oh well, it is inside your head now, so use it. Um, so autophagy will also help your immune system. It will help in anti-aging. How do you trigger autophagy? You can do fasting. As I said, 16 hours of fasting triggers autophagy. I've even said it before reaching this side of the slide. So that's why we said fast from morning till night, and then drink your water. Sorry about all my disruption. It's just this, people don't know that I've started doing calls at 8 p.m. Usually it's on Wednesday, but I now added Monday. So it's okay. No big deal. There's some food that promote autophagy. Onions, if you like chewing onions, it will promote autophagy. Um, Green tea promotes autophagy. Okay, soybeans promote autophagy. Let me see, what is this one? Only almond, not groundnut, to promote autophagy. Okay, they say apple. Turmeric, oh my God. I have a friend of mine who is losing so much weight on turmeric and ginger tea. So turmeric also, because it's anti-inflammatory, but please don't overdo it, because she's overdoing it. She's now an addict of turmeric. She's now using turmeric to brush her teeth. I'm like, I don't understand you. I pray she does not have bleeding problem, because turmeric is actually a blood thinner as well, but actually promotes weight loss and autophagy. So that is that. Okay. Um, Autophagy, health condition. Okay. Learn how autophagy works. Okay. We've already talked about it. It helps with, if you have Alzheimer's and Parkinson's, autophagy is your friend. If you want to prevent cancer, autophagy will help you. So look at this sign of autophagy. From dead cells, it becomes like this and becomes a perfect apple. Hmm? You see this one? Normal tissues look like this. Cancer is starting to develop, looks like that. Cancer progress looks like that. Metastasis, it looks like that. Response to treatment look like that. So you don't want to get there. The best way to actually prevent cancer is through autophagy. It also helps with obesity and diabetes. So in conclusion, autophagy is a powerful natural process that promotes fat loss, supports cellular health, improves metabolic function. So by incorporating fasting, and fasting again, definitely exercise and proper nutrition. Okay, you can optimize autophagy and accelerate your fat loss journey. Stay consistent. So that's the problem. You can do, if you do autophagy this week and then you skip next week and then you do it Monday, you don't do it, your body will start storing fat. So you have to be consistent. You can't do it anyhow. So consistency is key. So to conclude, as usual, um, no matter which autophagy you're doing, which you should, you have to rest minimum 6 to 8 hours every day. Sleep is a complete weight loss medicine. I will say it till tomorrow. It's a complete weight loss medicine. Oxygen as medicine. Pay attention to, like Oga was telling me, he's outside exercising. I teach every week that when you're breathing, you're living. But when you're panting or exercising or doing deep breathing, you're what? You're healing. So that's the two different type of oxygen. So when you go for exercise, you're taking healing oxygen. When you're just sitting, it's just living oxygen. Water. For weight loss, we have adopted 6 bottles of water, 50 cl before 6 p.m. 6 bottles before 6 p.m. So water. Then nutrition is raw food. So for the entire weight loss, you can even see somebody losing 8 kg just to start this program in less than 3 days or so. 8 kg. Lovett has lost 3 kg. Another person, 1.6 kg, just because of this, our program. So let us, continue and pay attention to raw food along the journey. Then exercise, we are coming to exercise. Detox, the water you're drinking is a form of detox. You can do your colonic hydrotherapy, it hastens the process. You can do a full body detox, it hastens the process. And finally, the God factor. What is God factor? Just if you pray, if you pray and believe and visualize yourself thinner for long enough, not that you visualize today and pray consistently. Actually, you'll be surprised what kind of prayers God answers. So that's the end of my presentation, and I will open up the floor for question and answers, and then we'll take it from there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Susanna.
Dr. Lovett, you don't join us finally. Thank you for coming. Okay.
Oh, God. I can't believe that you didn't tell me this secret earlier. The secret to weight loss, autophagy.
Sorry. It has
Well,
come now. The cat
thank
is
you
out of the bag. You're welcome. Thank
for
you, doctor.
letting the cat out of the bag.
The cat is out, so catch it. Catch it. I was sharing your success story because one of our family members on this platform has lost about 8 kg. And
Wow.
I was telling them that you've lost about 3 kg, another person 1 point something kg. It's starting small, small,
Nice.
but let's just stick together. It's a journey, If you do it together, it will be sweeter. And all these small stories, it actually encourages all of us. So thank you so much.
Yes.
So this is time for question and answer. Did you understand autophagy? I would like some people to quickly summarize, and then maybe if you have a question, and then we can close because we should be done before 9, as usual. I'm going to call names though. Hello,
Let's go
Alaba.
on.
Okay, is somebody volunteering? Don't run away. Oh, I now see someone wants to drop the phone now because it's question and answer and I'm calling names. If you drop, I'll call you back and put you on this call. Okay. So, Alaba, did you understand Apata?
Hello, ma.
Yes. How are you?
Very fine, ma.
Okay. So, did you understand the lecture on autophagy? How did you understand it?
Yeah, I joined a little late, but where I don't understand how autophagy work because you've explained that before I joined. But where I joined is you said if we are hungry, very hungry, we should take warm water first.
And the chances are when you take the warm water first, it will cut off the hunger so fast and you'll be
Yeah,
breaking down fat at that moment.
fast. Yeah.
Honestly, you'll be breaking down. That is why if you look at my table here, there's always a flask of hot water and apple cider vinegar. Once I just feel hungry, I just put 1 cup, drink the hot water, you'll be burning fat like no man's business. So that is a
And
big
you,
trick. Go ahead.
yeah, and you also said we can mix turmeric with is it ginger now or
Turmeric ginger tea.
ginger? We can mix them together. That is very good also for weight loss.
Yes, it's very, very good for weight loss, but not for people that have ulcer. All right. All right. Okay. Okoye Mabel,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much for that contribution. Okoye Mabel, did you understand? What did you understand? Mabel, are you there? Unmute yourself, or if you're there, unmute yourself and talk. We can all unmute ourselves and talk. Okay. I did not hear from Okoyo Label. Um, okay, who else? I just need one person to Marcel Asotia. Can you tell us what you learned on autophagy? Can anybody hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Good
And
We
so
evening,
can hear
Doctor.
you.
explain this autophagy for me now. Anybody?
Good evening,
Yes.
Dr.
I think
Susan.
Good evening.
autophagy. Good evening.
Yes, dear.
I
Good
think
evening.
good evening.
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes, is a process by which, because of what we are doing,
Mm-hmm.
break down cells. That is the damaged cells to
Yes.
renew to renew good cells.
Yes. Yes.
I think that's the way I can figure it.
In fact, you have just nailed
Especially
it.
the abnormal cells.
Yes, it kicks it out of the way and fresh ones will
Yes.
come out. So it also aids as anti-aging while you're also burning fat. It's so beautiful, honestly. It's so beautiful. And when you want to overly activate autophagy, just listen to anytime you're hungry like this, just carry hot water or even room temperature, put it that time instead of food. Oh my God, it's at the highest speed. You know, a Japanese won a Nobel Prize, Peace Prize, for award for this research, and it went global. Like it was a big research, and started with rats, then started with other bigger animals and human, and found out that they actually could turn something so old into. You can Google, the testimonies on autophagy, and it's been out there, but it's not. Nobody's talking about it except people like us. So thank you so much. There was another person trying to bring it home for us. Please, can you
Yeah.
go on, and then we can close.
My name is Oyeyemi. Thank you.
Hello.
Yeah, I came in late, but what I meant was when you were talking about if you want to do a very good autophagy from 5 to 10, 5 to 5, that's 12 hours, and then going further to between 16 to 18 hours, we break
Perfect.
the cell very well. And then when
Perfect.
you want to when you want to break it, you take hot water. I think
Perfect.
that's what I had.
Perfect.
Right.
You know, if you do even if you do only this once a week, like you do and have an autophagy day once a week, which
Yeah.
is, my dear, only that one alone, even if you're not able to abide with others, you'll be counting your kg, Papa 1 kg a week or so. You understand? So it's very good. We are just trying to find out different ways to get open up the fat guards, get rid of them. Once God will, I always pray to God to help you, because some people it might be the autophagy technique that will help them. Some people it might be the breathing, it might be the exercise, it might be the resting. We don't know. Some people it's just smaller meal portion. There are people that caught fire with my meal portion lecture, whereby there's a lady that called me. She said, Dr. Susan, I did not know that all my adult age I've been eating for two people. And that is why she's times two. But she's not even times two. She thinks she's times two. She's a little bit above 100. She's times two because she has been eating for two people. Do you know, it sank in my head. I was like, you know what? You're right. So some people that have been eating like times 1.5, it means you're now 1.5. But if you've been eating for yourself alone, which is staying restricted to that less than 1,500 calories plus or minus, then nobody will be on this call. Nobody. And the most expandable organ in the body, one of the most, in fact, the most, is the stomach. You will sit and eat and eat and eat. The thing will just be expanding to accommodate. For some men, it will just poop out. Some people say, oh, even when I drink water, it poops out. Then my stomach just shoots out, you know? So that is that. So I want to thank all of you for listening. Like I said, every week, once a week, we'll just pick up small, small nuggets. Today's lecture may not be for you, but maybe next week, like that woman that called me and said she got it, and this is all she will do. Let me see. I didn't even check if she's on the line. This is all she'll do. You know, so it's just how God wants to minister into your head. So I want to thank you for your effort, for promoting longevity. And I'm sure it will rub off of your friends, your family, and all that is around you for teaming up to promote longevity. So God bless you and have a wonderful night. If you have any question later, you can text me and we'll take it from there. Thank you and have a good night.
Good night.
Thank
Thank
you.
All
you.
right. God
Thank you
bless
so
you.
much.
I
Thank
wish
you.
you the very
Thank you.
best,
God bless
my
you.
dear. Bye bye.